Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, my name is Vanessa Morgan, and I play Lyria on season 2 of Shannara Chronicles.
Awesome!
Yes.
What can you tell us?
What can I tell you? I am a princess.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Literally a fantasy of mine since I've been 4 years old, so that was awesome. I play Eritrea's love interest, so that's really exciting. And I'm from the Palace of Lee, so my mom is the Queen of Lee, and you're going to see that land a lot this season.
Ooh.
Is that set in this Pacific Northwest? I mean, because it seemed to give that.
I actually don't know where the Palace of Lee is. I know there's like San Francisco and other places, but I feel like we're farther. I'm not exactly sure where Lee is.
Just because in the clip they had the Golden Gate.
Yeah, I actually haven't asked where Lee is, because that's at a different part, because that's like a journey. It takes like a while to get to Lee, so, but yeah.
What do you bring to the role, you personally bring to the role of your character? I mean, why did they cast you?
She's like I would like to say that I am a strong, independent woman. I live in LA by myself and moved away from my family who lives in Canada. My character moves away from home by herself because even though she's a princess and chooses to live a different lifestyle than you would live at home, which I also did. Just for a different life, for the hopes of a better life. For her, it's emotionally. She doesn't want to have those types of responsibilities and be bossed around all the time by her mother. So, and not that I love my mom in that sense.
No, I'm just laughing at her reaction.
Obviously, you want to think you're the best one for the role, so that's why they guess.
It was more of what you.
How are you like your character? That's her standard question.
Yeah, I guess in those ways, and I'm very similar to her, and I've always wanted to play a fighter, and I got to do lots of sword fighting, and I'm a very active person, so that was something that was really cool.
Is performing in something like this, which is sword and sorcery fantasies, did you have to change your approach to play a character in this sort of thing as opposed to an, in quotes, normal show or reality-based show?
I would say so, in the sense of the dialogue. It's written very much so that you could tell it's fantasy, right? You know what I mean? You don't converse in the same way. So in that sense, yes. But other than that, not really. But then you're obviously like, I'm saying my lines, and then I'm in a palace, so that you adjust in a way. You instantly feel more royal than I would just saying, talking about a relationship issue, and sitting at a Starbucks. It's of course very different.
Now tell me about the swords. What kind of training did you have to do? What kind of sword do you use?
Yeah, we had a month of sword training and physical training. I know my movements. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still remember them. They're imprinted. And then you do the same. You hit. And we would train. We go back and forth. And I don't know what the term is for that. I had a long, customized sword from my palace. It had my palace triangles on the sword.
Is it heavy?
The actual sword, when I'm not fighting, is very heavy. But the one that we use to fight with is obviously light.
Let's hope. Yeah. Any injuries?
I would say there's a scene where it's been released in the trailer where I catch a sword and I'm like cutting a guy's throat.
Good for you.
Badass.
Cool. He made it, right?
Yeah.
Like, he did it.
Unfortunately, no. But that I was wearing this big puffy wedding dress, and while running, trying to sword fight, my hands literally, it wasn't even the swords that cut me up, it was the dress. I got so many cuts that I had to I had cuts on my arms from my dress. So that's the biggest thing, and maybe a couple bruises from some sword fighting, and
yeah. Oh, oof.
What can you talk about the production quality specifically? And I know going to New Zealand is such an incredible experience. Season 1 obviously was gorgeous. how have they kind of stepped up the game for season 2?
No, I personally don't think you can compare season 1 and season 2. Watching season 2, I was like, whoa. I felt like I was watching a movie, like a big budget movie when I was watching it. There's so much more fighting. Really, yeah, I know, and I love that stuff. I love gore. So there's a lot of action every episode. So they clearly saw that that's what could have been added to the season. There's more interactions, there's more relationships, which was also I found lacking in season 1. So they really made all those corrections in season 2. Watching it, I was like, oh, I saw the first 4 episodes, and I was like, I want to keep going. Like, oh my gosh. And there's a whole bunch of new characters too, which is great.
What is it like being here at Comic-Con where people just love it and are obsessed with it?
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I'm only joining this season now, so I'm sure people, when I was doing the panel, are more familiar with the other characters, but it's definitely cool to see the environment of people being so... It made me pumped that it's coming out, because you see that there's some diehard, super loyal fans. And
Big banners.
Big banners, and then just being able to... I'm excited to walk around after and, check out all the other booths and the shows that, I love, so... Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're going to cosplay as you?
Oh, I would have had to bring my sword.
That's it.
Oh, my costumes are elaborate. I know. I went for more like a superhero, like Catwoman bodysuit type of today.
Anybody else?
So having done like your previous projects were not really special effects heavy or like fantasy-esque. So what was the biggest challenge for you in doing a project like this?
The biggest challenge for me, I guess, was just the physical training. I've never done a project where we had 1 month of training, sword fighting, horseback riding, and lots of horseback riding. My character has a horse, a beautiful, beautiful white horse with blue eyes. So that's the difference. There were some weekends where I was just so drained, would just sleep the whole time, but then I was happy with the result, because when that time where I did have to grab a sword, I looked confident, and your body's in good shape, and so I was really happy that I was on a show that they even provided this type of thing.
How'd you like the horse riding?
I loved it. I loved it. I had to when you near your butt, like pelvic region, I was like in a lot of pain, and then you get used to it. But at first, when my mom used to horseback ride, I was like, I'm in so much pain. She's like, get used to it. That's normal. You'll get used to it.
By the way, if your butt hurts, you're doing it wrong.
Oh.
It's all on the thighs.
Oh, that's it. So there was some butt, obviously.
Yeah.
But then it was like what I meant, like the pelvic thigh, whatever area.
That's where you connected to the horse.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have they gotten you, given you any sort of an idea about when you start filming again for season 3, or do
No
they have
idea.
any ideas?
No, I guess
Okay.
we have to see how season 2 does on Spike. Obviously, we've changed networks. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm hoping for the best. New Zealand has now become my favorite place on earth.
How long were you in New Zealand?
6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's I'm going back in December.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any plans for the premiere, like social media, like you're going to?
We're all not in the same city. They're supposedly having a premiere party at one of our executive producer Dan Farrah's place. I think it's a Twitter party, but I'm actually filming another show called Riverdale right now.
Oh, another show like Riverdale.
Yeah. Some show nobody's seen. Never heard of.
I'm currently filming that one, so I actually have to fly back to set on Tuesday, because Thanksgiving.
So how hard is it for you to drop one hat and pick up another? To go
But as an actor, I think that's kind of a dream. I've gone through my, where you're sitting for a year straight, not working and wanting to give up and having that call with your mom. So the fact that I have, 2 shows coming out this month is...
Can you say who you're playing on Riverdale?
Yeah, I'm playing Tony Topaz, Southside Serpent, and one of Jughead's first friends that he transitions on the South Side. So I've been filming that since July.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where do you live now?
So I'm currently filming Riverdale, so I'm in Vancouver.
Okay.
But my home base, actually I just moved out of my place in LA, so I don't even know, but LA is where I call home.
A storage facility.
The storage, yeah. It's LA. Well, technically, yeah, because my one address is my storage unit, I guess. But yeah, mostly Vancouver right now.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Awesome.
wrap.
Thank
and
you
we're
so
gonna go.
much.
so much.
Thank you.